All right, what's up, everybody? This is G Funk. I want to thank you guys for coming back and joining me for G Funk Box Talk. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit the like button on the way in and hit that notification bell so you know every time I go live, man, because I like to go live. But I want to talk about something here, man. Okay? I want to talk about these boxing fans, man. And look, man, here's the thing. If you're one of these boxing fanboys that just wants to root for your favorite fighter and not be honest about him when things come up, if you're not interested in seeing your favorite fighter fight one guy because of this reason and that reason, you want to try to act like you're in the business and that you know the business and this type of shit. You want to talk about guys getting paid. You want to talk about pay-per-view numbers, you know, all this stuff that doesn't even concern you, okay? Number one, as a boxing fan, and number two, you don't know shit about the business, okay? You just don't. I don't care how many articles you read. I don't care how many forums you're on. Okay, I don't care how many people you read, follow on Twitter that are boxing writers, all this other nonsense, right? Like, you don't know shit, okay? You guys don't know shit about the business, and you need to stop using these things as an excuse all the time. All right? It's time to stop it, man. This is some of the most pussy fucking bitch made shit I've ever seen, man. I know I'm cursing a lot, man. I apologize if anybody's listening to this with small kids, man. I'm sorry, but this stuff really just gets on my nerves, man, because it makes the sport, it just, it really does make people turn away from the sport, man. It's ridiculous, man. Like, I remember, man, when I was a teenager and in my early 20s, when I was a young man, okay? Anytime me and my friends would talk about fights, or I would just go to the gym, we go to the gym, walk in the gym, see guys training, hitting the bag, whatever. They get done training and shit, man. We'd be in there just talking about fights, man. I don't ever, and I mean ever, if I could quote Chris Jericho, ever talking about how much a guy is getting paid, talking about how much of a draw they are, talking about pay-per-view numbers. We never talked about that, man. We talked about we want to see these guys fight, this guy fight this guy, that guy fight that guy. It was never none of these stupid ass excuses that these guys use nowadays. Or they'll use prior numbers, right? Pay-per-view numbers or purses that these fighters get as an excuse of why that guy shouldn't fight their guy. That's pussy shit, man. Pussy shit, okay? That's like what these women do out here, man. That's what women do. The gold diggers want to go out there. I want to be with this guy because he's got all the money. He's got this. He's got that. That's what you guys sound. Talking about money. Talking about another grown man's money. Stop it. Stop that shit. Let's talk about the fights, man. When can we get back to talking about fights and stop talking about the business? You guys don't know the business. You just don't. And I'm sick and tired of hearing it. I'm sick and tired of reading it in the comment sections, in the chats, on Twitter. Like, I am sick and tired of it, man. I can't, man. I just can't deal with it, man. I'm sorry, man. And look, here's what I'm gonna say. Some of you guys again are like, well, G Funk, man. Well, how do you know? You don't know what I know. You don't know what I know. I know this. I know you don't know what the hell you're talking about when you talk about the business. Okay. And number two, you shouldn't even be concerned about the business. Okay. I'm gonna play you something here, man. Now I want to give credit where credit is due, okay? This is from the Leave It in the Ring channel here on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe, okay? I got a link to the channel, and I got a link to the full interviews here of what I'm gonna play for you guys, okay? But 97 Rough from Leave It in the Ring did an interview with Golden Boys matchmaker Robert Diaz, right? Golden Boys matchmaker, okay? This is a guy that makes matches in the business that you guys think you know so much or that you just want to use as an excuse all the time. Okay? Let's hear what he has to say about you guys ranting and raving, throwing out numbers, talking like you're a fighter's manager. Let's hear what he has to say about it. Okay? Let's just take a listen.
First of all, the fans don't know what we're paying, and it's one thing with us. And you've seen from the past, we don't like to throw out numbers. And hey, we paid it. We personally, I've gone to Dan Rafael and said, hey, why do you like to post verses? Oh, people like it. No, people like it. The fans like it when he started or when people started throwing out these numbers.
Do you hear that? You guys don't know what they're paying, all right? And guys like Dan Rafael, like he said, they shouldn't even be putting numbers out like that. And people didn't start to read about how much these fighters were making until these dudes started doing it. Because like I said before, man, this was never, ever brought up in conversations where I would be talking with friends of mine, people that know the sport. Even if they had a favorite fighter, they wouldn't use this as an excuse. You know? Well, this guy's getting paid this much. Your guy gets paid that much. So they shouldn't fight. You know? Shut the fuck up. Okay? Shut the fuck up. Stop acting like a little puss. All right? It's not like you're fighting the dude. It's not like you're getting paid. Is this dude paying you from his purse? You're not his trainer. You're not his manager. All right? You're not his promoter. You don't get shit. So shut up. You get nothing. I want you to hear what else you had to say later in the interview. Check this out.
Always been against that. The fans should be interested in fighter A versus fighter B. Not how many, what network he's going to fight on or.
Did you hear that? Let me play that back for you. I want you to hear that again. All right? Listen.
So I've always been against that. The fans should be interested in fighter A versus fighter B. Not how many, what network he's going to fight on or how many pay-per-views you'll sell or how much he's getting paid. That's none of our business. I mean, it's only, when he signs a contract like in baseball or basketball, okay. But every game, they don't tell you how much he's making or how, you keep reminding him. It's only in boxing because obviously it's that every time there's that event.
I think one of the results of that too has just been like the explosion of the manager culture. Fans that act like managers on Twitter or on YouTube. And, I remember when I used to debate fights with people 10 years ago, it was all about skills. Now it's about, how much money they make and what's the best business move. What do you think about that? Like the manager culture that's out there.
You're absolutely right. Look, in boxing, it's probably one of the only sports I can think of, or in a business, where there isn't really a tech school that people go to. I didn't go to somewhere to say, I want to be a matchmaker tomorrow. Can you train me for this? It obviously happened, but you have so many walks of life in boxing that get in boxing from any type of industry, business, background or not, are in boxing. So the fans, I think a lot of it with social media became more boisterous. You got so many experts. And I say it in a good and a bad way because some of these experts out there are some of the best matchmakers, when I'm referring to fans. Because they'll come up with ideas of fights and they'll be like, yeah, that is a good fight. However, take in consideration this manager versus this manager or this trainer. I'm not going to take that fight because, he's too tall, he's a southpaw. But there's some great ideas out there. But when they come into numbers, even people in the industry, that have been in boxing so long, you'd be surprised how little they know when it comes to the business part.
Do you hear that? He said even people that are involved in it. You'd be surprised at how little they know about the business. But guys on YouTube and Twitter and boxing scene forums, like these guys know it all though, right? They know everything about the business. And why my guy shouldn't fight this guy because it's bad business. You don't know shit, so shut up. Sick and tired of this shit, man. Really. Here's the thing, man. This is why you see on my logo. This is why you see it says Real Boxing Talk, all right? And this is not saying that nobody else has Real Boxing Talk here on YouTube or anything like that. But all I do is talk about boxing. All I do is talk about the sport. I don't mention all this other shit you guys bring up, man. I don't. Because it's none of my fucking business. And it's none of yours. You should be wanting your favorite fighter to fight the other best guy or the guy who everybody says he doesn't want to fight or what have you. That should be what you're talking about. It shouldn't be about how much money it's going to make or why it doesn't make sense to be on pay-per-view or whatnot, okay? Now let me tell you something about let me play the rest of this clip or another clip here, and then I'll give you my opinion on pay-per-views, okay? But that shouldn't be any of your concern. Listen to this. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
It clicks.
Exactly. And now with social media added, when you have, we were talking about earlier, so many fans that are either the fighters fans or because they're not boxing fans. Right now we're seeing that more, that they're not even boxing fans. They're that fighter fan or that network fan. And all they're doing is like egging them on. Hey, yeah, man, you deserve more. Yeah, you're the... It's like, slow down. It's a process.
You hear that?
Network fan.
Listen to this.
And many fans that are either the fighters fans or because they're not boxing fans. Right now,
he said he doesn't even consider that a boxing fan. People that talk about this shit you guys love to talk about. This is Golden Boy Promotions matchmaker Robert Diaz said that out of his own mouth. This is not my words. These are his words. This is not G-Funk saying that, even though I've been saying that shit for years. These are his words. He's telling you guys, look, close your damn mouth about the business. Worry about the best fighting the best and not about whose pockets are getting filled. Sound like a bunch of women, man. Damn. Some of you dudes, man, I swear, man. And let me talk to you about pay-per-view, okay? Here's what I'm going to say about pay-per-view. Do I agree with the way that pay-per-view has gone over the last 15 years or so? No, I don't, okay? I remember, again, I have to go back to when I was growing up, when I was a teenager and I was coming up watching this sport. Not every damn fight was on pay-per-view, okay? And just because you were the big pay-per-view attraction at the time didn't mean that you fought on pay-per-view every time. That shit started happening with De La Hoya towards the end of his career, Mayweather, and then now Canelo's doing it. Not every fight is pay-per-view worthy, man. I remember they used to have guys like, okay, let's just take Oscar, okay? This is because he was the guy when I was a teenager, right? He was the cash cow then. He was the guy that was making all the money. In the late 90s, he wasn't fighting every time on pay-per-view, man. They would showcase him on HBO Championship Boxing. And if they had another guy who they wanted to match him up with in a future pay-per-view, they would do the same for him. And then, boom, he would get one fight on pay-per-view that year. And kill it. Because they built up the fight the right way, you know? Not every fight needs to be on pay-per-view, man. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. But I'm not going to bitch and complain about it because guess what? It doesn't fucking matter to me if it's a good fight or not. I'm probably going to watch it, okay? And I know I made a video yesterday where I was talking about that dumpster juice of a pay-per-view with Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, and they got Jake Paul and Nate Robinson on undercard. Look, am I going to watch it? Yes. Am I going to pay for it? Probably not. Probably not. But you don't see me talking about pay-per-view numbers. I don't care how much it does. Yeah, it might outsell some of these pay-per-views that we've had recently. So what? I don't give a damn if it does. I think it's ridiculous that it's on pay-per-view. I really do. Two old guys. But what can you do, man? Just because I come out here complaining about it doesn't mean they're going to take it down, you know? I'll just say my piece, and I'll watch the fight one way or the other. But you fanboys need to get real, man. You dudes are not experts on the business, okay? You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You just don't. And you need to stop it. We're never going to get the fights that we want if you keep doing this stupid ass shit, man. It's never going to happen. And I see you guys here, man. Thank you so much for being here, man. It's not that I don't want to interact with you. It's just I want to talk some shit, okay? That's what I want to do. Jab that like button, by the way. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I go live. But again, all credit goes to Leave It in the Ring Network. You can subscribe to them. I told you the link's in the description, and the link to the full videos of this interview that I played a few minutes of for you guys is there. So you can go back and watch the whole thing. But this guy he makes the matches for Golden Boy, and he said people in the business, people that are in the business, don't even know. They don't know what goes on, a lot of them. So what the hell makes me think you know what the hell you're talking about? You don't know shit. Stop acting like a little pussy, okay? Stop going around looking for a reason to why we shouldn't see this fight or that fight. Stop it. Be a man. If you don't like it, stop watching the sport then. Because I'm sick and tired of it. You fanboys, you ain't going to come here and get no sympathy from me, man. I'm sorry. I got the ammo for that ass, all right? You come here talking that shit, man. I got you, all right? Don't think that I won't. And this is why I love guys like 97 Rough from Leave It in the Ring. Because guess what? He don't just talk shit, man. He goes and talks to the guys that are in the business. He talks to the experts, man. All right? That's what he does. And that's what you guys should be trying to do. You want to know more about the business, then reach out to some of these dudes. Do it the right way. Okay? Just like we talked about Glovegate. Okay? You know what he did? He went and got a guy who works for Everlast, an expert on gloves, on how they're made, and talk to him about it. Talk to the experts, man. I'm sorry, you dudes here on YouTube and Twitter and all these other places that claim to be experts and know about the business, you're not. You don't know. You don't fucking know. So stop using that as an excuse. We need to voice our opinions, all right? And say, look, we're tired of seeing these trash fucking fights. Some of you guys are just okay with them. You're okay with your guy just fighting nobody just because he's winning. That just keeps him winning, you know? So what if he takes a loss? So what? They even talked about that in the same interview. Go listen to these interviews, guys. Go listen to it. The protecting the O is hurting the fucking business, man. The business, yes. It's hurting the sport, the protecting the O shit, okay? If you can go out there and you can fight all these guys that are on your level and you can remain undefeated, that's great. I'm not saying that that's not great. What I'm saying is when you go to these lengths to protect your record That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Right. A-Rod 83 Rod. Dumpster juice. That's what y'all be talking. Dumpster juice, man, out here when you trying to act like you're a damn manager in the business. Like you know some shit. You don't know shit. Shut up. You don't know nothing. And go back and listen to the clips that I played here. And if it's not clear here, watch the videos. Listen to the videos, man. It's right there. The proof is right there, man. G-Funk deals with facts, okay? I deal with fucking facts here. I don't deal with opinions or none of that shit, okay? When it comes to this type of shit, I deal with facts, okay? When I make predictions and all that, that's opinion based, okay? But when we want to talk about matchmaking and how much money a guy's making and how many pay-per-views it's gonna sell, all right, let's deal with the facts. And the fact is, the man who makes the fights for Golden Boy says people in the business don't know it, and that fans shouldn't even be worried about it. Stop worrying about it. You want to be a fan of somebody? That's fine. I don't care. That's cool. But don't take it to the point where you got to go and make all these excuses, man. It's ridiculous. Right, Stormy. Absolutely right. Stop the bullshit. Stop it. From here on out, man, now that I heard this interview, and now that I put it out there, and I hope that you guys go and listen to the full interview, this is going to be my big giant sword that I'm going to cut that shit with. Anytime you guys come here talking about, well, this guy shouldn't fight this guy because it doesn't make sense financially. It doesn't make sense. He made this much money. This guy makes that much money. He won't sell pay-per-view. I got something for you, man. I got something for you. So let's just stop it, okay? And if you're one of these fanboys and you don't like it, guess what? You can unsubscribe, man. I don't care. Because this is real boxing talk. Like it says right there in my logo, right underneath my name. G Funky 84 Boxing, real boxing talk. Because I only want to talk about boxing. I don't want to talk about the business. It's none of my concern. It's none of my business and none of your business. And that's exactly what the man said who's in the business. Said it's none of your business. Bottom line, G-Funk, I'm out.